Parenting in action, I should say parents in action, the high cost of higher education. You want your kids to have every opportunity in life, and that generally means making sure they have a college degree when they hit the job market. My parents did it, their parents did it. Now it's my turn, but brace yourself. Take a look at the costs. Say little Johnny, or in my case, Patrick, wants to be a Gator. Well, I pulled up the UF Student Financial Affairs website here. Let's look at next school year, 2011-2012. They've broken it down for you. Tuition, books, housing, food, transportation. The estimated cost per year, can you see that number? $19,000, almost $20,000. Multiply that by 4, $80,000. And the costs are only going up. Take a look at some graphics I put up for you here. This is the cost for an in-state public education university, $16,000 a year. That's up 6% from a year ago. Out-of-state students, $28,000, up 5.5% over last year. Private college tuition, I hope you're sitting down, up more than 4% to a whopping $37,000 a year. Scholarships and awards only go so far, $3.5 billion available, but only 1 in 10 students receive one. The average amount is just $2,800. And a lot of states capping grants and raising eligibility standards for student aid because, you know, they want to pass those costs along to the students and their families. Saw an article recently, some students raising money by selling their eggs and sperm. Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino here to help us with some more practical ideas for paying for college. And I am all ears because I'm right in the middle of this. I guess the first most important advice, start early.
Absolutely. Start early. When you do a Florida prepaid or anything like that, or even a savings account, you really need to start early. Starting at even 5 years old to prepare for college is a great time to start. And fees are only going to keep going up. I know, even for Florida prepaid, the fees start changing October of this year. So if you've got a child, now sign up now. It's a great way to save money and have tax-free money for them to go to college.
I know some families who put their money into other venues, other assets, but when the stock market crashed, they lost a lot of that. Right. So folks with Florida prepaid were still in pretty good shape, although it doesn't cover everything, as we're finding out. Number 2 on your list, set goals.
Absolutely. Start deciding now what your goals are for your child and what you do need to save. I know a wonderful way to get kids to save money is if they're going to start working, they need to start saving their own money. If grandparents and parents, instead of giving gifts every year, buying them presents, put a little bit into that college savings, encourage your other family members to contribute towards that college fund because it's going to add up quickly. Yeah,
that was your third point. Get the whole family involved in helping save money for college.
Absolutely. You have to. As you just pointed out how expensive it is, you really need to start looking. And scholarships are so important.
Yeah, don't forget about scholarships. There's a lot of scholarships out there. We're learning a lot about this. There are scholarships for everything.
Everything
you would be
can possibly
surprised.
imagine. And, you know, I've had a lot of students who maybe their grades weren't so great or their SAT scores weren't that high, but they were very strong in community service. And it's amazing how many scholarships are out there for community service. So there's so many options out there, and it's never too early to start exploring what those options are.
Your kid's guidance counselor is a great resource for all this information.
There is, and there's actually so many great resources on the internet that help you, guide you if you don't necessarily have a great guidance counselor, but you do. Sit down with that guidance counselor. It's part of their job to sit down and help plan the future of your child.
Great advice. Thank you, Angela, and I'll hit you up for a few bucks on your way out. She'll be back with us next week to talk about choosing organic foods without breaking the bank.